Hey guys, the Allfather here with the second part of the war recap featuring the Town Hall 8 attacks. Again, as a quick recap of the war, 54 to 52 against the level 7 clan. They gave us a good fight, but we beat them by 2 3-star attacks and overall by 2 stars, and just a little bit better on the destruction. And because of the good 3-star attacks, we were able to pull this out against a really decent clan. And so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Town Hall 8 attacks done by true Town Hall 8s, not any 8.5s or any sort of hit downs. We're just going to take a look at the Town Hall 8s, and a lot of hog attacks here. You see some suspicious wall action over there. He goes ahead and drops it. There ends up being a Tesla there. Gets that taken care of and trips a giant bomb, and goes ahead and gets his lure and a giant bomb tripped with his other hog over there. So really nice job by Chaz there on dismantling some of the giant bomb threats of the base. At Town Hall 8, there's only one left at this point. And you know that's probably going to be somewhere on the outside of the base. This clan seemed to put their giant bombs on the outside instead of between defenses, which is not recommended. And pretty much does a spam hog drop for the most part. They're spread out just a little bit, but they're going to stay in one pack for the most part. And he goes ahead and gets his heal spells down early. They're being chased by skellies. He's got the poison down early, which is good. Even if it doesn't get all the skellies, it gets a handful of them off your back right away. And I like that rather than just letting them hammer you for the whole attack. Just never seems to work out very well. And so here they're kind of approaching the mortars, which isn't really going to hurt them much. Does heal them up on the approach to the back side of the base. Still some skellies and a BK following them, but again, they're in heals the majority of the time, and these low-level defenses on the back side are going to go down really quickly. And once they go down, he'll be able to turn on those skellies and turn on the BK, no problem. Spawn point in the middle, you notice there, where he was able to drop his wizards in for cleanup. And so again, some really flawed base design on some of these guys. I don't know if they were intentional. They wanted you to drop there and get surprised by a Tesla. Usually never works out very well for you that way. But again, you can see that the giant bomb locations on the outside of the base are just ineffective against hogs. And so if you're designing your base, I would not suggest doing that because hog pathing is such that they run from defense to defense, which means your giant bombs are going to be most effective if they're placed between the defenses. Same thing with flip traps. As a result of that, he's able to get through there. He's got a ton of hogs left and takes that base down very easily. Next one we're going to look at is the Great Gi attack on number 17 here. You can see pretty low level Town Hall 8, but does have the max air defenses and pretty spread out base as far as the buildings, but the concentration of defenses is all still in the middle in a relatively small area. And so he's going to bring a hog attack here, which is a great choice. A couple things that lend it to the hogs is you've got the BK not centralized, and so he can be avoided if you choose to avoid him until towards the end of the attack. You've also got no double giant bomb potentials other than here, which is not a very logical place because they're never going to path across 2 giant bombs there. But your openings are there, here, here, and here as far as giant bomb potential. And a lot of these clans, a lot of these bases had giant bombs on the outside, and so you can't really predict those, but you're not too worried about them because unless you just happen to run your whole pack of hogs across them because you didn't send a scout hog first in your path, you're never going to have to worry about a whole bunch of them running across it. And so because of those locations, he's only really got to worry about those areas, which means his heal patterns really to cover that should be something like this, something like this, and then something like this. And you will see that he does kind of miss the heal spell up in this area here, and a bunch of hogs do run over a giant bomb right here. But this is kind of in a pre-scout what you'd be looking for and where you would want to drop that heal spell pattern in order to give the hogs the best chance of getting through it. But let's go ahead and watch the Great Gi's attack and see how he did it. Again, offset clan castle there is going to be pretty lurable. He goes ahead and drops a handful of hogs right off the bat. Rather than just sending one in and getting killed, he's going to go ahead and at least get a building taken out for that, and so he does that and gets the clan castle lured. Because of the clustered defenses in the middle there, he's got, again, an easy anchor spot to the outside. And so a lot of base design experts will tell you to try not to give the attacker an easy place to anchor. Try to have a defense covering everything. Now there's always going to be flaws to be exploited even with that as well. But he doesn't waste any time. He throws a lot of wizards at that clan castle and gets them down right away. And then he's going to start sprinkling the hogs in. Sort of a surgical approach, but he's throwing kind of heavy, 4, 5, 6 at a time. So kind of more of an Asian wall approach. But he's just kind of spreading them along there just in case there's any of those giant bomb potentials on the outside. They'll kind of cluster up on their own as they work through there, but you can see that first heal spell is short of that opening for the giant bomb spot. That second heal does not cover both of them, but it ends up being Teslas over there. You can see a lot of them are getting flipped throughout the way. You just have to deal with that. There is going to be 6 flip traps throughout the base, and hopefully you don't just get 6 hogs running over them at a time, getting all flipped at once. But does drop his poison spell there. I didn't see, there might have been skellies that he was taking care of, but go ahead and gets that heal spell down as they approach the last defense, and hogs are still up. Again, that BK on the outside is easily handleable with a suicide BK, but his decides to go ahead and run sideways and doesn't deal with the enemy BK right away. Eventually he'll chase him down, and something will take him out, but he might actually get through this attack without taking the BK out, I'm not sure. But all the defenses are down at this point. Hogs are working the core and taking out those high hit point buildings while the BK works around the outside. Does have one little wizard left for cleanup, so not a ton of cleanup troops left, but it does have the hogs working. And we'll go ahead and 2x this through the end. And as you'll see, the buildings go down. Doesn't even need to take out the enemy BK. Takes the base and 3-stars it without even taking the hero down. Moving down, we're getting into the lower level Town Hall 8s and lower level air defenses, and so we're going to see more of these air and dragon attacks here. We have Pastor Ryan bringing a 105 Dragoon LQR, so he's going to go ahead and light quake 1 AD and bring it, and he goes ahead and chooses the one that's kind of set off away from the other two, so he can come in behind the air sweeper and right at the remaining 2 air defenses. 2 cutter dragons on the outside to go ahead and get the funnel started. And really nice job there getting the funnel created. Drags are pushing towards the middle. Loon drop is right down the middle. As the drags take out the outer defenses, the loons will continue to funnel toward the core, and because of the light quake, he has the 1 spell left and is able to use that to rage everything into the core. Rage might have been a little soon. Would have been nice to get him raged right up next to the air defenses to take him out quicker, so drop that in about 3 or 4 tiles closer to the core, and that'll get those out quicker, but still is able to take it down no problem. He's got a couple dragons, 2 or 3 of them fighting the enemy dragon. Everything else is running around outside. And saving his BK for the backside cleanup to help push the dragons through the base. Once he sees where they go and make sure they're not going to miss a builder hut or something like that, he'll go ahead and drop his BK for some quick cleanup. There he goes down there in the corner. And we'll go ahead and 4x it through the end. And this base is pretty much destroyed. Balloon does come out finally because it does sense the ground troop, but it is taken out quickly, and it's another 3-star attack. So nice job with the 105 LQR attack by Pastor Ryan. And the last Town Hall 8 attack that we have today is by Tiger Hawk against number 19 base. We have 2 level 5 ADs and 1 level 4. Hawk goes ahead and lightnings one of the level 5, so you can come in behind the air sweeper. Does go ahead and drop the dragon there to get the builder hut out of the way. And just going to go ahead and start creating the funnel to go directly at the remaining level 5 air defense and the clan castle. And you see that air defense is getting some shots in, but the funnel's created. The dragons are starting to work their way towards the middle. That enemy dragon is going to go ahead and draw their attention and get them pulled even closer to the air defense. As soon as that goes down, they'll be able to go in and take out those archer towers and the remaining air defense. Holding on to the clan castle loons for the back side, you see that. That second air defense is down. the third air defense is starting to fire on the dragons, goes ahead and drops an anchor dragon on the bottom to get the attention of that archer tower so the loons can move in without being targeted. They do get hit by some air bombs there, but at that point they are able to work their way into the third AD, drop it, tank for the dragons while they go ahead and take care of that third Tesla. And all the main threats have now been eliminated. All the air defenses are gone. The air sweeper is now down. There's still 5 or so dragons in the air. And BK is going to kind of start helping to clear some of the garbage buildings there. We'll go ahead and speed it up so we can see it to the end. But dragons do a nice split there because there is a gold mine hanging out there on the left side that dragon ends up getting. Builder hut in the corner is the last thing to go, and a nice 3-star attack by a new Town Hall 8 Tiger Hawk. And again, really nice job to our Town Hall 8s and 8.5s for taking care of your business on the Town Hall 8s on the map. Took care of them relatively quickly and allowed us to go ahead and just execute our follow-up and our system in a timely manner, so really appreciate that. Remember, the winter update is just around the corner. Sneak peeks, I believe, start next week sometime and go for about 2 weeks, leading into the winter update at the beginning of December. So looking forward to seeing what kind of impact that may have on us, and we'll see if it's anything that is interesting. This is the All-Father. Until next time, take care, everybody.